for some final story. So some interesting story here. Now, when I saw this article, and it was interesting, but can be somewhat creepy in a sense also. So here, a company, MyHeritage, is bringing something new. Now, we've been talking about AI earlier in AI driving, self-driving vehicle, right? Now, AI has been popularized with many applications, right? For good and bad, right? But one of the advantage here, so something, that caught my attention, that, are you familiar with your old photo? Actually, you could use your current photos, but uh, we'll discuss it in a bit. But you you have your old photos from your parents, grandparents, or grandparents. Not just colored but black and white. They're still photos, right? What MyHeritage was able to do, the company, is provide deep nostalgia. They're calling that tool deep nostalgia, meaning they're able to bring those photos, old photos, to life and give you a wow moment. Now, if it's a wow, good for you. If it's not, it's creepy. So what do I mean? So what's interesting here, as I mentioned, so the company is a software company. So it's a genealogy website wherein they launched, as mentioned, the feature they call it Deep Nostalgia. It's an artificial intelligence technique to animate faces in still photo, which sounds great, right? If you think about it. So bringing people back to life, which there was none to begin with. So you'll have this wow moment, as mentioned here. According to, is it Gilad? Gilad Japet, the founder and CEO of MyHeritage, as mentioned. So this was developed in collaboration with DID, a company that specializes in video reenactment by using AI technique called deep learning, as mentioned. So what they do here is pre-record blueprint videos of employees in MyHeritage, or they call it drivers, so that they can replicate that and upload that in the photo as mentioned. So the animation is selected based on the face orientation in the picture and consists of real human gestures. So when you're smiling, blinking, nodding, and moving. So how does it look like? So let's take a closer look here. So it's not this one. So as you can see here, it's a still photo, right? And then if we look closely, where was it? Yes, so you have several still photos here, right? So it looks creepy if you look at it too long. Or is it? Let me click this one. So this is a still photo. What the heck is it? Can't find it. Wait, let me check the website. It's the wrong website. Sorry. So let me get back here. Let me open another website so we can see it much better. It looks nice looking at still photos, but bring it back to life is, is astonishing and concerning at the same time. Here we go. Let's go back here. There you go. So you can see here, an old photo. Typically, most of us have this one at home, either from our parents or grandparents, right? And then what you will see here, there you go. So here's a good example here. So an old still photo. So this came from still photo, and then they're able to bring it back to life where it's moving. So you can see it's blinking, it's nodding, all those, still photos bring it back to life. Now, obviously, it has its good and bad points here, meaning obviously seeing it in social media platform is okay, but having it stored at your home, this brings back to the memories regarding the film on Harry Potter, wherein, in Hogwarts, wherein many of the photos are alive, technically, still photos that are brought to life. So not just this one, they also have this photo of another kid. So you can see it's moving. So it might seem like that the person is actually still living. So it looks real, but it's not. And then another one here. So here's a baby picture, and then you can see it's moving, realistically. Obviously, you can see the background of the still photo of the mother holding the baby there. Now, obviously, what's concerning here is, at the end of the day, is this a good idea to explore that, expanding what used to be normal is now extraordinary, being bringing back to life. Now, would you imagine that at your home, beside your side table, late at night, when you wake up in the middle of the night and then you see the photo alive, it might creep you out or scare you a little bit. I think it's good for nostalgic reasons, but I don't know if it's going to, catch on with the mass market here. But anyway, this is what, AI can do for us right now. Obviously, right now, it's just providing movement in still photos. Then you have deep fakes, meaning providing copying people's face and movements and so forth. And then maybe in the near future, they're able to actually replicate an actual person with actual movement, photos, all of those things into one artificial being, so to speak. So you could create an artificial person out of nothing using technology in the future, which is exciting and scary at the same time. Hopefully, we can be careful how we implement this, similar to how, if you're familiar with Spot the Dog, obviously it's an AI robot in a sense that can do a lot of benefits for businesses, but also can be, dangerous if it's not done properly. So obviously with any technology, with any advancement, responsibility, being responsible is important in any case here.